One, two, three, four. Okay, we're in business.
Hey, quick question. Do you like paying for things you don't need?
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. It is me, Leo Kashi. I don't know if anyone's actually noticed, but recently we came up with a new emote, and I've actually started branding this new emote onto t-shirts. So if you actually go to the merchandise store, there will soon be a Leo Kashi emote shirt, where I'm going to start producing a line of emote shirts, I should say. But without further ado, I do want to say thank you to all the viewers, whether it be viewing the live stream or you guys are viewing this as a playback on Twitch or whether you're viewing it back on YouTube, Mixer. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate everyone for viewing and everyone for taking the time out to um, help me in becoming a better Magic player. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. We're here to critique. And, you guys give me some great advice, so I want to make sure that I'm, able to fulfill the needs of the viewers. Um, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And it's crazy because I had to watch what noises I had in the background. Um, a lot of my videos are starting to get infringements, and I didn't realize that they were really being that stringent upon certain sounds that they hear in the background. But it's odd because even with me running a chat bot, I'm supposed to be able to do song requests, but if my song requests are coming from YouTube and then I get flagged for content on YouTube, I think that's kind of jacked up, especially if I'm using a feature or a service that is provided by my, open broadcasting provider. Don't get me wrong, I love Streamlabs. Yeah, I think right now this is one of the best software around when it comes to broadcasting software. The ease of being able to set up your scenes, transitions, and things like that make it so much easier. And I love the guys over at Streamlabs for this because it's a great tool, great piece of software. I think once we get the YouTube situation figured out, I think we'll be much better, in my opinion. Uh, Nothing too harsh to worry about. I'm noticing that there's some problems with my overlay though. I don't know why. I thought I had fixed that. Maybe I'll have to do some more fixing it. But it's weird because my overlay is looking very funny. I didn't realize it was looking like that. So let's just do this. Let's just cut the overlay completely off, turn it back on, see if that'll fix things. And it's not. Um, that's odd. We'll fix it in a minute though. Nothing that we can't go back and actually take care of later on. Maybe I moved the file or maybe I saved it differently. Who knows? Don't know. But we'll figure it out. And you know what? Let's see if he takes the bait and actually goes ahead and burns off one of his creatures. And he did. And that's good. Kind of helps us out a little bit. figured we'll play the lieutenant later. And there's nothing really I could see taken off the board right now, so we'll ignore that. Uh, why not? Let's see if he takes the bait and bites into going ahead and trying to kill those off. Now we're going to have a little bit of fun with him. Let's see. If he's smart, he will actually try to block something. If he's smart. Otherwise, I'm going to take it. All right. And because he allowed me to get away with this, I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm supposed to be scared. It doesn't bother me. You get 4 points. It's not doing a whole lot of damage to me. Nothing that's going to have me worried or anything. He paid a whole lot for a whole lot of nothing. Because I'm swinging. All right. Yeah, you don't have too much of a leg to stand on at this point. So I kind of saw that coming. I do want to let people know that I am working on getting my Discord properly set up. And I'm also working on a Patreon because everybody keeps recommending that I get one. So I'll definitely be getting a lot of these different social media platforms included into my stream. Um, so we'll definitely have a lot more of a presence that we'll be able to give for people. All right, and I do apologize because also while I'm playing, I'm trying to go ahead and see if I can fix this overlay issue, which I'm not too sure as to why I'm having an issue for this, but we'll figure it out. And let's see. Yeah, we'll keep this. I think this is something we can play with. And we'll go ahead and get this out first since it comes out tapped anyway. I generally don't like playing this card right off the bat only because of the fact that I lose life. So unless I have something to get that life back, it's almost like it kind of defeats the purpose, so to speak. Um, we'll play this plus. And the reason I like to go with this one first is because at least if they destroy the enchantment, I can still come back with the creature that has the same power. Um, or plus I should say, not power. So I think we're going to be going up against a rat deck here. So this is where it's going to get very, very funny because I've never played this deck truly against a rat deck. Thought so. So now I have to make sure that I play very fast. And because he's running a rat deck, I know that he's not going to do a lot of blocking. Not bad. Not bad. Kind of slowed down the progress of what I was trying to do. I might be able to pull this off. Okay, so I do need to wait next go around. So by next turn, I should be okay. But to slow him down, we're actually going to go ahead and try to take one of these off the board. This way at least buys us a little bit of time. Because I figure if we can buy ourselves some time, we'll be okay. Because he's going to play another rat. And at least we'll be able to... Ah. He played something different. Okay. Pay 3 life. Well, you can have that. Have that too. I don't know if he really thought that that was supposed to do something to me. Um, but I already had plans anyway. Because now what that does is that allows me to go ahead and swing back first. Oh, and it wasn't enough. I came close, but it wasn't enough. Oh, it just wasn't enough. Now maybe he's not realizing that I can't block him, so I don't know what the reasoning for getting rid of cards and stuff was. I don't get that, but he could have just taken care of all that in the ease of not even worrying about anything else. So I don't get it. But it's okay. We're just getting started. Now, let's see what kind of draw we get this time around. Alrighty. And we'll actually go ahead and keep this. I think we can do some damage with this. It might actually work pretty good in our favor. Alright, give me just a second. I'm kind of trying to do a few things at once here. Sorry, I'm just trying to make some changes to something real fast. Alrighty. That wasn't nice of him, but I think we got something to come back with that. Let's see. We'll run those two. At times, I think they feel that by getting rid of certain creatures of mine that they're stopping something. Sometimes they are. Right now, they're not, though. Alrighty. Now my game board is looking like it's supposed to. I do apologize for the fact that my camera is not working, which is why I have Leo Kashi there saying blah, 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 because, you know, eventually we'll get the camera working and we'll have it up and running. But I just wanted to get my new overlay placed so that way I can kind of see what it's going to start looking like within the video. Sometimes I really wonder what the holdup is on their end. Like, why does it take you so long to debate whether or not you're going to either burn my creature or if you're just going to take the hit? All right. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I guess he didn't like the hand that he had. I've been there. Sometimes it, you know, it works in our favor. Sometimes it doesn't. But because I've completed my quest, I don't know why I'm still playing in the regular play field. We need to switch over to ranked. See if we can't get out of this gold rank tier 3. I think I was in tier, yeah, I think I made it to tier 2, I think. Not too positive about it, but, and this hand sucks, but I want to try to see if I can play with it. Because it might actually turn out to work in my favor. Who knows? Alright, let's play this. And the part that sucks is because this really doesn't help me in the way that I want to, because the cards that I want to play, I don't want to play so soon. So I'm going to try to play off cards, because I don't want to play my lieutenant yet. I kind of want to see what else I can draw first before I play him out there. Let's go ahead and put him out there. He might be able to help us for right now. And I think the Maverin will do something good for us right now, because without him having any creature base on the board, it's going to help. Ah, and he produces one. Okay, that wasn't really a good run for us, but let's thank the Lord that we actually got that card, so we can beef him up a little bit. And go ahead and put this out there. And let's kind of wait, because I want him to attack first. Because if I attack first, he could use both of those creatures, kill my creature off, and that's not really good right now. Mainly because I only have one Maverin in my deck right now. And there it goes. It was too good to be true. But with that being said, we can take a gamble and we can go ahead and play one of the Seekers right now. Because if he has another burn or exile, it would be in his best interest to play it now. But it kind of helps me because then I know he's getting rid of all of his burns right now too. Perfect. And I'm assuming he thinks that that might be the only one that I have, which is good because for him to think that, now I can do this and we'll come back with the Seeker because hopefully I'll get another land draw. If I get another land draw, then I can play both the Seeker and the Lieutenant, and then that way we'll be a little bit okay. I knew that, so that was good. I like the fact that he's wasting a lot of his burns right now. Oh, well, we could do this. Do this instead. Make it a little harder for him now. So he's going to have to use a Destroy or Exile, because to burn me for 4, yeah, I don't think he really wants to waste that. Oh, wow. He didn't make a move. Bad mistake. Because for the first time, I will actually fight with my lieutenants. And I have vigilance. So you should have possibly thought that game plan a little differently. Because with us both playing off of our decks, it's not going to be much fun for you. I think that was probably a bad move on my behalf. I know. I know. Didn't pay attention to the fact that that creature had death touch. So that was kind of like a newbie move. Shouldn't have did that. But let's just go ahead and fix that mistake now. And then we'll go ahead and we'll wait. Because I want him to swing first. Because at least this way I know anything that he brings this way I will be able to block it. And at least if he swings with that one, I'll let him do that because then I'm not worried about it. So we'll go ahead and we'll just stop a few of these. So I take what, 9? Sucky part is this is where I'm going to lose. Because I can't play that card right now because that wouldn't make any sense at all. Well, that was actually a good little, somewhat of a run, I guess you could say. Because with him having the destroy creature card on top of his deck, it's not going to help me too much. So we know that's coming. So we'll just go ahead and wait for the ruling. And actually, let's give him what he wants. We'll go ahead and just end it off. I'm not going to concede, but I will go ahead and just play it out and let this kill me off on my own. That way it was basically me sacrificing myself to the cards. See, that sucks because they said you weren't supposed to go back down. I was a gold tier 3, now I'm a tier 4. Okay. I guess once you're in gold, you won't fall back out of gold, but whatever. And I am also looking into upgrading my microphone. I think I might have found a candidate. I will be picking up a Behringer preamp for the microphone for the Phantom Power. There's a couple of mics I'm looking at actually. With the mic I think that I'm going to possibly pick up is the BM 8000, um, which I've heard of, pretty good reviews about. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start working with that. That way, instead of using the Bluetooth microphone that I'm currently using, which is my Beats wireless headset, um, I think that'll definitely improve the audio quality of what I'm providing to my audio stream. There'll be some few changes slowly but surely, but that just comes with time, of course. Still a fresh, streamer. Not new at gaming, but I am new at streaming. A couple of friends just figured and told me, hey, you play this game so much and a lot, why don't you just stream your game activity and interact with other people that enjoy the game as well? So here I am. I figure you got to start somewhere. Uh, this would probably make a little more sense right now. Actually, it didn't. That one would have made more sense simply because I have nothing else there, so that would have been the smartest thing to run. And I do hope that Deckmaster is working for you guys so that if you are viewing the stream live on Twitch, you are able to actually view the current decks and information. Let's get these out. It's not going to help me now because he's in the air, so everything I play right now is just kind of like pointless, I guess you could say. And it'd be nice if I could get this card out, get my host out and have it attached to the lieutenant and just let it replicate it over and over again, but I don't think I'm going to have anything out fast enough that's going to help me with really minimizing the damage that I'm taking right now. And I do apologize if there seems to be any lagging within the broadcast because I am playing around with the settings when I stream from my laptop versus when I'm streaming from a secondary computer. I kind of want to see if I can get things tuned in to where everything is working very nicely together with one another. This might surprise him a little bit. Hopefully to back him off and he won't try to stop those cards from being played. Because I don't think he's going to want to sacrifice a flyer for that. He actually didn't. Surprising. I was actually hoping he would block. Oh, that's kind of nice. He gets big really fast. Okay. Oh, okay. Not bad. Not a bad move. But I need to even the playing field now. So we're going to bump these up a little bit. We're going to bring him out. And I'm still going to go ahead, and I think I need to, yeah, I definitely need to go ahead and attack because we need the life. So he's going to block one and I'll take one. So that way that kind of buys us a little bit of cushion. He can hit us from the air for 5, but if he attacks on the ground, I'm still going to be able to kill him if he attacks in this swing. But he's not. He's going to stay to the air, hopefully. Thought so. Not a bad move. Let's go ahead and build up the line. And I think within the next couple of moves, if I can get enough land out there, I didn't get the land draw expectancy that I wanted. Damn, I hate when they play those and I'm not able to counter those. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. I am definitely going to kill him. So we're going to hit him with everything. And that's always been my rule of thumb. If I'm going to block you with something that's going to give me lifelink and I know that you can only kill maybe one or two of them, I'm going to take the lifelink. Because at the end, I know that that was very unexpected for him. And I know he's probably sitting there wondering what just happened. But he doesn't realize that I blocked him with all of my lifelink creatures, which means that he has to hit every last one of them. But after 4 points of damage, it stops drawing damage to any other cards. So everything else is simply blocking. And you get the lifelink total for it. So, you know, it plays into your hand in a way because you are able to kind of manipulate the cards a little bit, I guess you could say. Um, but yeah, it does. And the thing here is that I can go one or two ways. I could play the host on the lieutenant and bump all the creatures up, or I could play it on a token and continuously bump up the tokens and just keep them coming out. But I think this move is going to be the one that's going to change a little bit for him. Ah, this is only going to make sense for me. And now I'm going to have him running. Because he's going to have to do everything he can to try to max out as fast as he can, because every time that card duplicates, every creature gets a plus. Smart move of his, though, not to bring that one out. But what he doesn't realize is that even though he's plussing that creature up, I'm still going to have something to rebuttal for it. So we're going to go here, of course, obviously, with both of them. And because I know that whatever plus he decides to run, if he does, that's fine. Hopefully I can get a card that will allow me to get that card off the board. But, you know, who knows? I've got four of them in there. I don't know why one of them hasn't come up yet. Maybe we'll get lucky eventually. I don't know. This is going to be probably one of the unfair plays. Hopefully I'll build it. Ah, and I do have enough mana. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I don't mind sacrificing a token because now he's gonna have to play hard. And if I get this next Seeker out, everything is doubled. So, you know, I'm gonna let him go ahead and have the 17. And I think that's gonna surprise him because he's not gonna know what to do. Ooh, okay. Big deal. Take your 19. This is what he's gonna hate. Oh, that lucked out perfect for me. So now you can give me him. You can't play him anymore at all until you get him off the board. I figured he would run away. Now that to me is how my deck should normally play. Normally if the deck plays right, it will spin like that. Um, but it all really depends on what type of deck I'm going up against. Again, I do apologize for my camera not working at the moment. So as you see, I'm trying to have Leo Kashi chilling there, you know, trying to get our brand going on because this is going to be the new emote for me, you know. And I will be also updating the links if you're viewing the chat to my actual website because there's going to be some changes that are going to be made to the website. So the server's going to come down temporarily. Um, and that's just to make way for a new website, that we're a new uh, hosting or landing page that we're going to put up. Trying to get things a little bit more professional. And I feel like this is a fair balanced land because we have one of each plus a wild, which would allow me to get a couple of things out. So go ahead and, depending on what cards come up, we'll go ahead and we'll put the and start putting some of the enchantments out first because it looks like I'm going to take a few hits. Yeah, I'm going to take a few hits, which is to be expected. Not a bad play. But the bad part for him is that when I get a chance, I'm definitely going to play that card. We're going to take the binding. And I think we're going to get his flyer off the board. And when we keep him on the ground, I think if I can do that, that might buy us some time. I'm not worried about his 4/4 though, but I do want to take the flyer off the table. Well, yeah, let's get rid of that guy. He does more damage to me right now. See if this slows him down a little bit. Hmm, not bad. Uh, we just got to get something out there to buy some time. Oh, it's not going to matter because once we play The next round, all he has to do is hit me with his flyer. So that's it. That's it. He's got this. Good game. I didn't pay attention to that. I should have took the flyer off the board. That's all he has to do. Yeah, he just wants to be playing his cards, I guess. There's no sense in it. Because all he can still do is hit me. So, I mean, just because he wants to play it out, I'll play it out with him. Just to be funny. It's unnecessary. All he had to do was hit me in the air. That's all he had to do. Could have hit me in the air. It would have been done. And that would have been that. Um, so I'm not sure why he did that. I don't know. That was pointless to me. To drag this out. He could have easily ended this. And again, I'll just block just to leave the damage to a minimal. And I drop back down to tier 4. I'm going to eventually get this deck tuned in the way that I really, really want it to be. There are a few cards that I'm slowly migrating into the deck. Recently added 2 of the host, so that way I was able to duplicate cards. I realized that was going to be a major improvement to my deck. I will keep this. Having this card in my deck was great. I now have 2 of them. Um, Depending on how I get this deck set up, I think I will end up running 4 of those. Um, and just basing my deck on a few creatures and a couple of enchantments that will allow those to just keep duplicating. Only because I see that there's a lot of people running decks that are mill decks, and so I want to be able to have a deck that I know can turn very fast and not have to worry about having a lot of my creatures either burned or uh, countered or things like that right off the bat. Looks like we're kind of standoffish with each other right now on the front line. Because at least with mine, I know if I attack or block with mine, I'll get another creature. I'll get a token. I don't think, with his, he just adds a lot, treats his creatures as another land card, basically. But let's go ahead and take the risk of putting this out there now. And I think by him looking at that, he's going to probably assume that I'm going to be playing that on one of the cards that's there now. And I'm not. I have no intention on it whatsoever. Oh, wow. Just the thought of the 2 cards that he saw was enough to slow him down. Damn, are you serious? That was crazy. He saw just the 2 enchantments, and that was enough to make him stop. I was more so afraid that I wouldn't have even got a chance to play either one of them because I thought he was gonna do something to destroy the enchantments. So I was lucky. We can make this work simply because these can balance, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Not really one of the greatest of draws, but I like to turn nothing into something if I possibly can. If not, well, we know to watch out for that. Oh, wow. He must have one in his hand right now, because that is the only way I can see him throwing away a destroyed creature is unless he has something in his hand. But right now he's getting a way better mana draw than I am. I might have to change out my land cards. I thought adding these would be a bonus, but they're really not. They're more of a hindrance. So I know after this round I will definitely be changing those cards out to basic lands or either swapping them out to other dual lands. Because right now they are really not suiting me any purpose whatsoever. But I don't want to, but I have to. I need to put something out there with board presence. I knew he had one in his hand. That was the only reason he was going to get rid of one. I really did get a bad draw. I probably should have changed up, uh, but I didn't. Let's buy some time. Because I could at least kill one or two of them. Hopefully we get that. We survived a little bit. We actually are surviving a little bit. Which is definitely a good thing. Oh, here's where it gets tricky. Now, the unfair part to this is that with him being tapped out, he can't play anything to stop me. But I don't know what he has to counter it when it comes to his next go-round. So, it looks like he's trying to dump a lot of his land cards. Ah, so he's keeping whatever's there. So for him, that's a worthy card. I'm going to let him hit me for that. I don't care. You can hit me for one. And what my next move is, it's not going to be a fair one. And I'm not going to attack you either because I'm going to stay here. I think it's better to be on the defensive right now. Okay. Not necessarily needed to try to jump bad with him right now. Do I have enough to play them both? That's enough to get some board presence. And now we're back on the board. And we'll hold off again and we'll wait for him to attack first. Now that he's in the air flying, I think we'll definitely do the same thing, which will help us because now we'll be able to go ahead and definitely do a little bit more damage to him. So we'll definitely kill this one off. And we'll just do a 1-for-1 to swap him out for a life link to replace at least one of the ones that we're losing. And then that way, what we can do now is, do I want to go straight to the air with this or go plus? We'll go plus. That way now we have vigilance. And as much as I don't want to play it, I will just to see what we get. Maybe we'll get a mana card. We did, and we lucked out for that. And so with that in mind, we will attack with all. Um, just because we have vigilance, and I know he's going to block one of them anyway. But at least it helps ramp up our life total, so that way at least we can kind of stand on our 2 feet right now. Oh, great. As if one wasn't enough. So now I definitely need to go ahead and make sure that I get that flyer out. Ah, that was nice. That was definitely nice. And for right now, we will do no attacking. We'll just go ahead and hold back. I know he's gonna attack with at least one of his flyers. Maybe not. Now that he brought that one out, maybe not. He might not. That worked. And what we need to do is we need to go ahead and get our life total ramped up. So we'll do this, pull you back, and we'll take the hit, but we need the life. Which wasn't expecting anything less. This is just for me to get life. And I think he knows that I'm just sacrificing. This way when he does swing at me, I can take 11, being hit for 11 or being hit for 5 or being, hit for 10. I can take that now. Because what's going to happen for him next is not going to be nice, because now with me having the flyer out, I'm going to duplicate the flyer because it only makes sense. And this way now I have multiple flyers that are out temporarily. And they also get ramped up. And we'll just go ahead and hold back and wait. And I knew he was going to do that. But that's what he doesn't realize now happens either. This way, we kill 2 creatures, I lose 1. And I'm going to bring out another flyer. Hopefully I'll get another mana. Which I didn't. but I want to play this one, and I'll play this one because he's going to empty my hand anyway. We're going to go ahead and put all my cards out, so it was basically a waste of time for him to even put that card out. That's tapped, that's not tapped. So we'll hit him in the air for 5. There's nothing for me to discard. Now it's gonna have him. It's having it where we're both basically playing off the top of our deck. So whatever card we draw, this is what's gonna happen. So now he can't, and it's lucky because he's tapped all his mana out. So there's nothing that he can do to me. I knew that was gonna make him quit. I love having the host card. That card, now finally adding that to my deck has made a very big difference. I've added 2 of them. Um, Honestly, I think what I need to do is I need to add 2 more. I need to get it to where I can at least have 4 of those in my deck. Um, I want to cut my cards back to where I can limit it to maybe 3 creatures and everything else be uh, enchantments. That way the enchantments can keep the tokens just repeating based on whatever cards I use. That'll work. Not really what I want, but we'll make it work. It's just basically 2 lands that are going to come in tapped, so it is what it is. Maybe I'll get a basic land or a basic swamp. We'll see. Uh, that wasn't really what I was hoping for, but it's good to have that one in the hand. Hmm. All right. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting choked on land now. My mana is choking me. And it's funny because now I know he's wondering because if he plays either one of those, if he kills me, I get another card. So he might swing with the 1/3. I don't see him swinging with the 1/1. Because he's not going to want to sacrifice that creature like that. And that helped that creature out. Wow, that was nice. This is starting to really suck. Please let me get a mana card. Man, starving over here. I swear, Arena, do you just not, you don't want me to eat? Is that what it is? You don't want me to eat? I want to win too. Everybody else gets to win. Let me win. I want to be one of the big dogs. Let me be one of the guys who shines, who gets a chance to play with everybody else for the tournaments. Be that guy that comes out of nowhere and just has a good play, a good run. This is gonna be a hard one to try to fight. It really is. Um, I'll take that one, of course. And I don't want to get hit for 5, so I'll definitely get hit for 3. I would rather do that. I don't want to get smacked in the face for that. At least this will just help keep giving us blockers for right now. I mean, there really isn't that much to think about. If he plays a card, he knows it's going to bump him up, so they'll get bigger. All I can really do is block them one for one. I can't really do anything else. So I'm kind of confused as to what it is that he's really thinking about right now. There's nothing to think about because he knows what those cards can do. Sorry, everyone. I'm just opening. I have to get my sugar fix. I won't say the name of the candy bar because they're not paying me to promote them. But it's good though. Oh, it sucks when there's nothing you can do. And I don't think Mulligan, the hand, would have done anything for me. Only because I don't know how it does the actual cycle for the rotation of the shuffle. What a map. It means obviously with that card there, I could have blocked at least a couple of points of the life and it would have kept me alive decently. Okay, let's take a look at this deck real quick. Let's see. Because I know honestly there are a few cards in here that don't necessarily need to be in here. So we did keep one of those. Well, right off the bat, this really doesn't necessarily need to be in there. I think if I was able to actually add the remaining bindings that I need and uh, hmm, okay. Actually, I think I want to get rid of these. I thought they were going to come in handy, but they're really not coming in handy. Um, I think I'd be better off getting rid of this. actually adding to the land. Because to me right now that really didn't help me any, running those in my hand. So let's see what we can find. And black and white, that's going to be something that's going to help us. I don't want those because those are generally tapped. And anything else isn't going to help us. So I guess we're going to be going to a basic land. We have 5 cards. Don't really need too many things in there, so just okay. Alright, that works. At least that way we can draw a card. We got dual lands. Got enough swamps, enough plains. We just need to get more of this card. And I don't have anything for that right now. So let's go ahead and save this. I kind of, I want to change this picture. What can we find? Maybe that might help a little something for me to see too. No, we're good on that. I want to find a different cover for that box. Alright, let's see. Maybe even something that we haven't collected. Might have a good picture. Not like it's really necessary. But I think it's just cool. Change the cover. You know what? Definitely use that. I think that'd be dope. For the cover of the box. Even though we don't have that card in there. It's still dope. Alright. Made a couple changes, not a lot. Basically just to round out that land because I'm not really liking how I keep drawing the cards that are for, helping vampires, but because I'm running tokens, they don't necessarily help with the deck. Because the token cards are sorcery cards, so as long as I get, like I have now, I'll be okay. Again, I just want to tell everyone thank you so much for viewing and tuning in to this live stream. I'm sure once we get the viewer counts up, if you guys ever have questions or anything you want to know, we'll definitely be able to get a lot more interaction going here within the actual viewer or with the live stream. And for those viewing on YouTube, I'm not really sure why I'm not seeing any of the comments or anything like that. Maybe something I need to fix within the program that I have here at home. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. And that honestly really did not matter what I just did. I don't know why I did that, but I don't know. I guess because of OCD, I want one of each card out right now. All right, let's just go ahead and beef up the front line. Because I got a funny... Oh, wow. He doesn't have any counters. Either that or he's passing turn. That's odd. Because I didn't even pay attention to the fact that he was running white and blue. That's fine. What did I lose? 2 land cards? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. All land cards. Bro, you helped me out. Thank you so much. Because with what you just did, you gave me the ability to go ahead and swing at you with a nice amount of hit. That worked out in my favor very nicely. since you wanted to try to get rid of all my cards, and you got rid of a bunch of land cards. So for me, that worked out great because all I see is land, land, land. That hurt, land, land. You know, yep, that was nice because now there's nothing that you can really play that's going to stop me from killing you. All I have to do is just attack you with everything that I have. So I'm wondering why it's taking him so long. So unless he has something to put a card back in my hand, which really wouldn't matter because for him to do that, it would cost him, which means it would tap out his mana. So when it came back around, I could put the card right back out and just re-attack him again. So this is actually working out pretty nicely. I just want to at least try to get to the next tier if we can. You know, I'm not sure if we will, but I'm going to do my best to get there, or at least attempt to. And yes, I am chewing on that very delicious candy bar. I know that was very unnecessary. Sometimes I do tap the land, sometimes I don't. But I know it's not necessary. And it's early on, so why not? Okay. Only because I know that he's going to eventually kill that creature off very fast. But if it stays out there long enough, I will definitely be surprised. Oh, I get what's about to happen. I know exactly what's about to happen. I think he has one of those cards that can exile all attacking creatures or tapped creatures or something to that effect. So what I'm going to do is we're going to wait. We're going to build it up. Yeah, now I will. This way now I have vigilance. But if he has the exile tap creature, which he didn't seem to play, which kind of helped us out, we'll play smart. Because if he does play one of those cards, then I'll be able to go ahead and actually turn it back at him. Don't want to get rid of my important cards. So next go around we'll swing with everything but the lieutenant. I hate when people try to use them, do a mill deck. Mill decks really only work if you actually get the upper hand first. Now is he going to counter? And he didn't. And he's basically tapped, so we'll go ahead and we'll go for... Only because I think he has the card that would allow him to exile all attacking creatures. Hmm, nice. That was nice. What'd you get rid of? That's not bad. I could have used the land card though, bro. That kind of hurts. Sure could have used that. I will use that though. Don't ask me why I went all the way over there just to grab one when I could have got it from the one I was on. Not bad. I could do without those two. Because I have enough to kill you right now. So unless you have another burn card that's going to clear everything out, I'm going to get you. Okay. I probably could have used the land card, but I got another way to get you now. I'm waiting for you to tap yourself because I know what's going to happen is if I try to play the card that I want to play, he's going to counter it because he has two blue manas that are open, and that's what fears me the most. So since I know he has those two blue ones open, I'm not going to do anything except just generate a token from right here because I don't have to create anything and I can keep what's in my hand, and I can swing at you. So I don't care that you mill out my deck. I'm kind of prepared for that kind of a situation as long as I'm able to get up ahead of it first. I think he's running, and it's not going to help him. Mm, just to see if he's going to let it happen. Oh, you can only prevent so much. And the fact that I love that the majority, if I think not all of my creatures are a minimum of 5 drops for mana. I'm trying to get under 4. That way, as long as I have 4 mana cards out, I know that I can actually play everything that's on the board. Oh, so he's going to play one of those extra turn kind of things. I see. But that's not bad because all he's doing is really getting rid of a bunch of land cards, which means that he's going to open up for me to have a lot of creatures. And I think that's what's going to bug him because when he taps loose, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attack him with everything. And I think he knows that going into this next come up.
Let's see how you respond to genius.
Yeah, he's not doing anything. I'll swing 5 of them that way, 3 of them that way. That way it's not going to be, he's going to have to choose. Yeah, he can't mill me fast enough. That's cool. Go ahead. It's not enough. Bro, I'm going to get you.
My device is
I just want you to tap yourself. Or even if you don't, I'm going to play the card if you let it walk. If you let the card touch the board, that's all that's going to matter for me. That's all I want to do. I'm going to try to play the card. If you let it walk, it's going to walk. Go ahead and play it. You better play something quick. I'm glad I'm getting this one on film. I'm so glad that this one is actually going on my stream live because this is what you get to see how someone mills a deck and likes to use those extra turn cards to continuously play around with what's going on. But I'm going to see if I have enough to run this hand now because if he allows me to do it, I'm going to do it. So I can't play what I wanted to play only because I don't have the right color mana. So we'll just beef up the front line just to go ahead and help. And if he does kick everything loose, then I'll be able to go ahead and I knew it. He's only got so many of those that he can play anyway. This is where we need to be careful.
I know what must be done.
Yep, he got me with a mill deck. I knew it was going to happen. He lucked out and got me with a damn mill deck. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that. But, it happens. Spoke too soon. Got a little overzealous, you know. But, it happens. Let's keep it going. We'll run it back. Really, Windows XP Service Pack 3. Someone was bored. Or it's just a dummy play around account that they had and they were able to work it so they kept it. Yeah, I know the feeling about those cards. Alright, let's see. Again, I want to say thank you to all my viewers. Whether you're viewing on YouTube, Mixer, or Twitch. I do apologize because it seems like my chat notifications aren't really coming up the way that they're supposed to for me to be able to view everyone across all platforms. Or maybe there's just a plugin that I miraculously just have not turned on. Um, but again, I do appreciate everyone for tuning in and viewing. It really does mean a lot. I'm slowly getting merchandise also set up as well, so that way I'll be able to promote the Leo Kashi Moto emote uh, character that I came up with. And then that way, it'll help generate more traffic back to the channel, allowing me to be able to go ahead and, purchase more decks and enter into these tournaments and possibly now even into the esports events. So all donations are definitely welcome, but they're not required or necessarily, necessary. But anything helps. Let's see. I'm glad he actually tapped himself out completely because that gives me a little benefit here to just kind of bring his point total down and still leaving a couple of blockers there for when he comes back. We're getting a little lucky here. If we could just get one more mana card out, that would definitely be helpful. Another one, huh? I wonder, so he's going to have a deck that's going to be dealing a lot with going to the graveyard, it looks like. So we definitely need to get this card out now. That way it'll kind of ruffle some feathers real quick. And let's go ahead and attack with everything. What does that card do when it actually rolls? Oh, okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. But that only works if you're really able to get that hand to roll really, really fast, it looks like. Now he's going to go ahead and attack with those. This is where I wish I had two more, one or two more mana cards. Hopefully I get one this go around. If I can get one mana card, then that might actually help me. Oh, oh, that sucked. That really sucked. And you now you want to come out. Okay. Gotta play this a little differently now. Gave me that wacko card. So now I'm gonna have to play defensively. That's good. I'm not mad that he has to actually think about it. Eh, that's not good. It's not good, but it's not bad either. Uh, eh, Depending on how he plays it, I could still kind of bump off some things. Why? Okay, that's only to lessen the strength of mine, but we'll go ahead and we'll kick back and put it right back on there. That way, now you can go ahead and have him. And in a way, I don't really think that that was something that they planned on, and this really wasn't at all. Now he's going to have to do a lot of blocking here. Yep. So at this point, either way it goes, unless he's able to burn my creature off the board, I will let him swing at me for everything that he has. I will let him. Because even he knows that even if he attacks me with everything that he has, he's not going to kill me. All I have to do is attack once. So he would literally have to destroy the creature that I have on the board. And I don't think that he understands that. So unless he has something that can create these creatures to fight one another, damn it, I knew he had something. Okay. That wasn't what I was really hoping for, but okay. Hopefully what he'll do is he'll leave himself open. And he'll swing wild with a lot of stuff. And then that way it allows me to go ahead and counter back. Oh, that hand just changed very fast. Oh, let's see how this turns out. Hmm. Funny thing is that it looks like the way that it's built, he could have actually probably took me that entire round. I'll put it out there. There's no sense in attacking, especially when I know that this is over with. Because even doing the math, he could go ahead and really do a lot of damage to me. I don't know why he hasn't. I think it's merely because he doesn't want to leave himself open, but he's going to destroy that. So I knew that was coming. There was really no way for me to wait for him to tap a lot of mana, seeing as to how he already had a very strong creature presence on the board, so he pretty much didn't have to use anything. What kind of hurt me was when he did snatch my lieutenant from me, because none of my enchantments that I needed played fast enough. I guess what he's doing is he's waiting to see if I'm going to concede the match, and I'm not. I'm going to play it through. Because if he's going to let it go and not attack me, then I'm just going to continue to keep building and trying to build the front line back. Plus, I think this is a good playback tutorial for myself. Yeah, he's simply toying with me. Yeah, it wouldn't make no difference to play any of it anyway, so we'll do this. And again, all he has to do is attack. And again, this is merely because he wants to play his combos. That's all. Because if he really wanted to, he could have, as soon as the draw card thing came up, he could have just went straight over to attack and it wouldn't have made no difference whatsoever. He wants me to concede. But I'm not. Like, this is a waste of time, really. Like, what math are you doing when you could have just simply hit an all attack? That was. Ugh. I'm gonna start doing that to people and irritate them, which I don't mind. I think merely because of the fact that I'm streaming it, I don't care. Oh, let's see. You know what? I'm trying to think. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I gotta take a quick potty break. All right, and we're back. Sorry about that brief delay. I had to take a quick intermission. Let's see. Again, I do apologize about my webcam not being currently active. I do know that I have my web actual border set up because I'm actually putting together and making sure that my new overlay is currently working the way that I want it to. There's a few changes I'm still trying to make to it. Just want to get it kind of fine-tuned and tweaked just for me. Um, but you know, it's taking time for me to get it there, but we'll definitely get it up and going. Well, let's go ahead and get back into some magic. See if we can rank up again tonight before we close out this live stream. I do apologize for not having any background music because currently, for some reason, I don't know why, my chat bot isn't working or allowing me to do song requests without getting my videos flagged and having my audio cut out of them, which is kind of surprising to me that it's a plugin that I can use, but I still get dinged for it. So I don't know. I got to figure that out. And if anybody has any advice on how to make sure that I'm using that actual portion of the software properly so that I don't get my audio muted, I would highly appreciate it. Okay, time to take a hit. Yep. Yes, that's one way to handle that card, huh? But it's good because at least we know he burned one of those kind of quickly and in a hurry, which is perfect for us. Because at least as it stands now, these cards benefit one another. That's why I keep the low drops. Either draw a card or give me another card. Something that's going to benefit me. Okay. This is where we're going to get nasty. This is just me being pure evil. Because you wanted to sit there and burn my creatures right off the bat. I can't burn yours, but at least I can put their ass in jail. I'll take that hit. Only because of things like this will I take that hit. Another land card, please. Oh, that'll work too. This way, at least if he burns one of my creatures, I know that there's another one that's on the table. And I have a funny feeling he's got a few of those in his hand, so he's stuck right now with them. And he can't play them. That worked out perfect for us. Because I'm hoping that right now he is sitting there with at least, oh, so hopefully he's got a couple of those in his hand that he can't play. That's what I'm hoping. I don't care which one you kill, because they're going to kill you too. So you can burn one and block one, but either way, the damage that you're going to take is enough to kill both either your creature and mine, or you're going to take the damage. Oh, okay. And let's see, so yeah, I'll sacrifice one. That's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. This is going to be the problem. Because as it stands now, I have something that is going to play just as dirty. Now it is my turn to play dirty. Uh, how do I want to do this? Let's just play this first. Put that out there first. Just to counter what he's got going on in the air. That way at least we could take the hit in the air, take some on the ground, so that way it's not enough to really kill us. It will lower us though, but if this plays a different way, we might be okay. I'll let you have that one, homeboy. Because you might mess yourself up and draw the cards that you don't want. So that's one time I'll let you take that. Because for you to take that long, I have a funny feeling he's gotten himself stuck. I wonder what's taking him so long. Okay. Still not enough to kill me. But it is enough to kill you. Hmm. How the table shifted. And now what's going to happen is I'm going to draw double the amount of cards. So that's what's going to suck for you. You can go ahead and concede now. Or if you want to do like I do and just play it out. Go ahead. Draw your cards. What are you waiting for? And we're just going to beef everything up just to keep up with what he's doing. Good game, good game. Now I understand that I'm only able to play one of the host cards, but that's good. Having both of them, so I like having at least the two, so I know if something happens to one, I have a backup. That's not bad. I'm doing pretty good. Even though I would like to get another tier up, but hey, if it doesn't happen during this stream, it doesn't happen. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. But you can try to win as many as possible. And let's see. You know what? That'll work. We can use this. That's kind of sucky. That would have been nice had they came out earlier with the other cards. Dropping just gigantic creatures. Let's try it. Let's go ahead and put something out there. Let's see what happens. Yep. But it's better that we get him to use all of his burn and dissolve cards now. And minusing cards. Get rid of all of them now. So when we do bring out the other creatures that are bigger, you know, he will have wasted a lot of them. Alright. Let's see what he has to do now. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to change it. So I think he's about to bring something out that can destroy the enchantment. Yep, he knows what I'm about to do. I'm going to force him to actually start burning creatures because that's all he's going to be able to do. And I think he realizes that too. That he's going to have to do a lot of burning. Alright, let's see. Now he's realizing what I have on the board. Go ahead and use one of your destroy creatures. I'm trying to make sure to see if I need to learn how to do a little bluffing so that I can cause people to burn out certain cards faster than what they should. I think there were times when I got baited into stuff like that. So now I'm trying to learn how to do the baiting. Made you burn it. He didn't like that enchantment, but he let the other two enchantments ride, so it's like he doesn't really, he's waiting. So I think maybe it was kind of good that I did have him do that, which wasn't so much a bad thing. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. At least we'll put three more out. We may not be able to put four, but we'll put three. And nope, we're going to go ahead and wait for you. We got five, we got six. Only good thing is if I do this right, I can actually slap him first. And really, or not really first, but I can get him back. But there's a couple of ways I can do it. Hopefully, if I can get one more mana, it'd be nice. Because then I can actually play one of the other two black creature spells. There we go. Now what that does for us is it actually gives us a little bit of wiggle room. Because now I can attack with the 6 and he'll block them. Actually, no. We won't do anything. Because I think he's going to destroy that creature. And I probably should have went ahead and attacked anyway just to get the 6 life and have him and do 6 damage to him. But if it causes him to use another burn, which is good, then I can bring out the creature that I can bring out a creature that allows me flying, and then hopefully get another mana card, and then play the lieutenant and get a plus. So we'll see how this plays out. I knew that was coming, but it's good because I got him to play it early. And with that, I'm going to play this because this is going to force him into really deciding what it is that he wants to do, if he's going to get rid of an enchantment now, because you're only stuck to your tokens and I'm stuck to mine. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and attack with all 6 just to see if he's going to let me take the 6. That's good. At least I still have something on the board. Mm-hmm. Yep, stack your cards and hope that you get something. Because I think he was relying heavily on this slime foot. I think he was really relying on the slime foot. I just need one more life card. Let me just get one mana card. One mana card. Why can't I just get one mana card? But we'll go ahead and go into the air. Because this way, if he has a burn, he's going to have to use it. I'm not going to attack. We're going to see what he does. I just want to see if he's going to do certain things. Yep. So now I'm going to have to start making sure that when I play certain creature cards, and I should have already known this or paid attention to this, I should start having things out that actually ramp them up first and then put those creature cards out. Because at that point, once I put them out, then I won't have to worry if they start throwing the minusing cards to my creatures. So, you know, it happens. Okay, I get it. I see what's about to happen. And this is where he's going to realize that I have more of these cards than what I really let on. Because when they tell me to discard a card, he's going to realize that I have two of those cards in my hand. And I couldn't really do nothing with both of them. So this is where he gets to see something interesting happen. Yep, this is going to be the fun part. Because when I have to discard a card, he's going to see that I have that same card in my hand. And here's the funny part about it, that now he's going to force me to play this in a way that I didn't want to. So now I'm going to play it in a way that I really didn't want to play it, but I'm going to, just so that I can fight him. Because I'm not going to get anything that I really want that's going to help me right now. Well, let's do it. Well played. Well played. So all you have to do now is just attack. And that's game. That was good. I think I deserved that for getting a little bit too cocky. You know, and I got to remember now too that since they've changed the algorithm of how people are playing against one another and how the ranking is done, you're going against some much more evenly matched people. Sometimes you get lucky based on the draw, sometimes you don't. I just wish that they would actually kind of, fix it a little bit. You know, that would be my only thing. Uh, Hell no. There's no sense of reason why I would keep this hand. And they're doing it to me again. One land card. Wow. I'll stand a better chance of running this hand. Sheesh. What the hell were they doing to me? I guess I need to quit talking out of turn. Alright. What you gonna do? Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, yeah, like that's really gonna help. that card is definitely going to get pulled out of my deck and get replaced with something else, something that could possibly do a little bit more justice for me. Because I see that that card really only works when I'm allowed to play it. And right now I haven't been allowed to play anything. I've been put on timeout. I've been put on restriction by my own deck. The deck said, nope, I don't like you anymore. Now see, that I do wish there was a way that we could hit a button to actually shuffle the deck before, allow us to do like up to maybe 5 shuffles of a deck before we even go in. Because I don't like the way it just does it and then draws, the cards. That's not, to me, I don't think that's a really good way of having it set up. I think we should have a little bit more control over the shuffle of the deck. But hey, it is what it is. Still a great game though. Um, yeah, gotta do it. You're doing just a little bit too much damage to me. I don't need you out there anymore. I can deal with taking a few more hits, but not from him. Not from him. That's 5. Leaves me with 4. Yeah, I could do that. Because at least I can, yep, I can get, oh, it's not going to help me any. And if I attack for 2, that gives me 6, 2, 4, 5. No, let's just hold off. That way he can hit me for 1 and I can still block on the ground. Anything he brings out would have summoning sickness, so I'm going to have to sacrifice. In hopes that I get a good draw. This is going to be very wishful thinking to see if I'm going to get, and I didn't. Oh, and I didn't, and it sucks. I didn't get what I needed, and it sucks. I, by no stretch of the imagination, got what I wanted. Clearly. But this might kind of work into our favor, because we'll get rid of that guy. So now you can't play any more flyers for right now. That'll slow things down. This will slow things down a bit. So he's bringing another one out. Okay. There's got to be a way that we can go ahead and contain that one. I just need another land card. And I will go ahead and take this. I will. I will definitely take that. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Now I see why I think I left those in my deck. Because I done went from a tier 3 to a tier 4. We need to go back and we need to put those land cards back in the deck. Now I understand why I did that. I didn't at first, but now I do. Because it was the only way that I could really guarantee that I was going to be able to actually have the proper land out there to get this deck rolling. Alright, let's see. No, that's not the one I want. That's not it either. This it? Yep. So we'll go with 4 of these. Let's put those back in the deck. And we'll leave that. Let's remove those 2. And was it 1, 2? Yeah. So that leaves us with 8 planes. Yeah, that should work. That should give us a little better of a balance. Put us back where we were. So that way at least we know we can start putting something out. We need to at least stay in tier 3. We made it there. Let's hold on to it. At least for today. And we'll hold on to it. So I think I had the land basically balanced properly, which is good. Alright. So that's going to suck. So anything that goes up against that is going to automatically die anyway. So that's not a good thing. But for this creature, it doesn't matter. He's done his job. And with him doing his job, I don't need him anymore. Yep, I will block you. Yeah, that's okay. Because you didn't get anything from that. Don't want to play that, but I need to, just to give the opportunity for him to either 1, use a burn, or 2, to actually attack me in the hopes that he attacks me and then I don't block him. There you go. Alright, here we go. Now, let's just start off by getting something out there. A little bit more than what he's got. I think that I kind of hold things down for a little bit. Again, I do want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in viewing the live stream, whether it be via YouTube, Mixer, Twitch. I do appreciate everyone who has taken the time to come out and view. And also leave your input, because it does help. It helps a lot. That's what he did. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, that was a good move on his behalf. But now it's time for me to go ahead and see if I can shift the table a little bit. Because I can keep taking a hit from the 1. I'm not going to waste it on anything with death touch. And I think now what it is hopefully he's at a position where he's going to have to use them. Yep. That's what I was hoping for. I would rather see them now than when I try to start bringing these other creatures out. So for now, I'm at 15. We could take another hit. Take another hit. Go ahead. Let me have it. And I'm going to come back with something too. Alright, what you doing, man? Come on. Alright. I was going to say, it doesn't take that long. There we go. Now, I don't mind you swinging at me anymore. Use them. There you go. You got another one? Come on, use it again. How many have you used so far? Two? Yeah, so you used two of those. I'm waiting to see another one of those. Yeah. Uh, yeah, we can go this route. And I'm not worried about taking anything that he has off of the board at the moment. And no, it would make no sense for me to attack, because all he would do is hit it with a 1-1 and kill it. It's like a waste. Eh, there's still 3 3s. They're still big enough to do damage to whatever it is that you have. But what's going to suck is what I'm going to hopefully try to be able to get away with next, and that's playing the Seeker and at least start swinging at him. I'm going to have to. Alright. Yeah, let's do this. Mm, no. Actually, yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's see what else he has over there, because he might have another one. I'm sure he does. Go ahead and play it. There it is. I knew that was coming. Wasn't no way around that. Funny thing is that he's not really trying to make a press to run at me, which is odd. So I'll continue to go ahead and just hang along with him. Wait and see what happens. I know he's probably wondering what the one card is that's been in my hand this whole time. Now he's about to find out. Oh yeah, get his ass off the board now. There is no way you're gonna play me like that where you get damage, I get damage, and then I'm still gonna take damage. No, that is not gonna go down today. Not gonna happen. I don't mind sacrificing one to get that death touch creature off the table. It's fine with me. And him getting rid of anything isn't going to really do anything to me, being honest. And that's just me from the way I can view the board now. Because I still have plenty of life. I didn't see he wasn't going to make any move to swing, which was kind of smart to stay on the defensive. Uh, why not? We have vigilance. And for the fact that I have vigilance, I think that's more the reason why I'm attacking, because there's nothing tapping. Everything is staying where I can just continue to block. Yeah, I don't think he expected that. Because no matter how he turns it now, I can still go ahead and win this. Hopefully. Let's not do like I've done in all the past games and said that, and then everything just seems to go complete haywire. Just goes, you know, the entire other direction. Yeah, that's not going to make a difference. Yeah, let's just get this over with. I was for a second going to sit there and do like everyone else and play around, but I'm like, let's just go. And I can get my tier 3 back. Which only means that I'll be dealing with much greater adversaries, which is good. It is good. And that's that I'm getting drop frames again. So that means that's something I'm going to definitely have to try to figure out how to keep that down. All right. All right. And I do want to apologize ahead of time if the audio for my mic seems to change out later on here in the broadcast or towards the end, because I'm currently using my Beats by Dre Beats X headset as the headset that I'm using to actually do my voiceovers with while I'm gaming. Um, and so for right now, that's all I have. So I'm actually looking at a few microphone setups. Uh, I was trying to do my streaming from a dual PC, but right now I'm currently stuck doing it from my laptop, because for some reason it seems like the play uh, from one machine to another is just not doing what it needs to do. Alrighty, I see what kind of deck this is going to be. So let's get rid of a land card. Nothing that he can actually use. That's good. At least we gave one to get one. It didn't play the way he wanted it to. That worked out for us. Oh, that worked out for us, because I could see he was going to try to do one of those rat colony decks, and it didn't roll. So I'm happy. I'm actually glad that we needed a break for a minute. We definitely needed that break for a minute. All right. And coming soon to the broadcast, I'm sure you saw earlier how there was an intermission break. With that intermission, that intermission, the intermission break, what's going to end up happening is that's where I'm going to showcase the chat window, and also in the few boxes or maybe banners or so, there's going to be where I'm going to showcase the sponsors, affiliates, and anyone who I have partnerships with. Uh, so if anyone's ever interested in that, please contact me and let me know. I'll be more than happy to provide you with further details. And let's see. And I'm trying to wonder if the saying is true when it comes to streaming or content creating, in that manner, that in some cases that quantity is more than quality. I've always been confused about that because I've always known from a film or from a photographer and even a cinematographer standpoint that it's the quality that you look for. Um, but I guess a few people were saying that the more content that you have uh, that's consistent is what viewers are looking for. So that is why I try to maintain the schedule that I have posted on my Twitch website as well as on my personal website. So that way my viewers know that I will be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 9 and midnight Pacific Standard Time. Generally Saturdays and Sundays I'm kind of open. It just depends on what I have going on or what I might be doing that day. But sometimes I might get on in the early morning and stay on, for maybe about 4 or 5 hours that day. So it just really depends. Uh, if there's specific times that viewers would like to see me try to come online, then I will definitely see if there's a way that I can facilitate making those requests. But again, you know, because I'm such a small channel, small streamer, uh, and definitely a small content creator on this scale, it's something I'm definitely learning. So I'm sure that as I grow with being more out front of the camera, well, not necessarily at this moment, but being out in front of the camera and actually being more involved with the actual production of the what's going on as far as with the game, the production, the stream, and everything. I, I want to try to make sure that I have things a different way. But I'm sure they're just in time. Uh, don't know if that was a wise play for me, but wow, okay, it does play out to be a pretty good play. So we'll go ahead and play this since he's completely tapped out. Um, yeah, I can do that. I'll sacrifice one of the tokens because I'm sure that's the one he's gonna block as the token, which would only make sense. Ah, there it goes. Yeah, it wasn't that he gave it any pluses, he just created tokens. That's all it was. He created tokens. Really, if he does not do anything, I know you're not going to be that naive to think that I'm not Oh, shit. I kind of screwed up right there. I made that mistake. I should have hit him with all of the blockers I had. Let's go small, just in case he does decide to try to burn this creature off. But at least this time I know every creature I have. Yeah, go ahead. You want to block it, go ahead. No, we'll take care of you. I should have did it the other way around, but oh well. Mm-hmm. I knew you had more of those in your hand. So that makes what, two? Okay. So you run the possibilities of having two more. And being that you are currently in a tapped out state, we're just going to go ahead and do this, which will allow me to at least get 2 points knocked off of you, which is going to force you to have to block both, which now leaves you completely wide open. And on my next play, I will be flying. I can fly too. Okay, that's two blockers. Let's just go ahead and get in the air with you. See, now I'm up there and I'm down here. Oh, and I get another mana card and I'm going to attack you. This next go round, you can't save yourself unless you burn something. Oh, not a problem. That card did not work the way that you wanted it to. You didn't get to decide which creature was destroyed. I do. Game over. And the host saved us again. That card came in handy in more ways than one. I think we can squeeze a couple more matches in. What do you think? Let's go ahead and keep it going. I think we can keep it going. And let me know, let me know, ladies and gentlemen, what you think of the new overlay. I know in the beginning the overlay was kind of messed up, um, but currently, yes, I am in the process of trying to make sure that the overlay looks fairly decent. Sticking to the format that I like because I like a certain color, so I'm trying to stick with that color. Um, and oh crap! But I'd like to know your opinion. You know, let me know what you think of my Twitch panels. Let me know what you think of my overlays. Um, and if anyone's out there looking to have overlays or panels made, I also do graphic designing. So I'm trying to kind of get back into doing the things that I went to school for, which was computers and graphics and stuff like that. Um, so, as you see, I kind of enjoy being around computers. And I think what I need to start doing, because I know a few people have asked me this, I need to actually uh, put up maybe a chat somewhere on the screen or in the board so that people can kind of see what's going on. That way people can know if I'm just rambling or if I'm actually responding to one of the comments that's in my actual chat feed. And then again, I do apologize in advance because I know that I might not be receiving all the chat feeds from different platforms that this may be streaming on. Uh, I do want to give a shout out to Streamlabs, OBS. Uh, Software is excellent. Plugins are great. There's a few things, that I'd like to see that or would kind of wish I had the capabilities of doing. But I'm sure others have said the same thing for the same features, probably. Um, but I love it. It's great software. Um, I'm kind of confused at what I just did. I don't know. Oh, okay. I didn't do anything. It was the first go around. All right. What is he gonna do? All right. Well, it really doesn't matter what we do. Let's just put these out here now. Let's see what happens. Since we got two of them in our hand, won't do anything at the moment. I want to see what he's actually going to try to pull off. But in hopes that I'm able to, I want to see if we're able to get both of these out there. Both of the Seekers out for right now. And we'll swing and attack with both tokens. Yeah, so I know he's not going to attack with that card. He is going to do everything he can not to attack with that card or block with it as if necessary. Which is fine. Let's see. This should give me enough to play this one and that one. But it doesn't. Okay. We'll go ahead and play this one. This way now. Attacks with 1, attacks with 3, that still kills that one. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and attack with all 3. And he would have to put both of them to 1 if he wanted to kill it anyway. So now he's going to have to really rethink how he's going to play this hand. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I should have, though. I should have expected something, but that wasn't it. Um, this is going to be a strange one because what was this card? Oh, he's not going to like this because I want this card right there. So you can give me back my card, and then I'm going to play this just because you pissed me off, and I'm going to swing at you again now, only with creatures that are a little bit bigger. I'm glad that card came when it did. I'm so glad that card came when it did. Because now he can't play any more of those. Oh, you trying to make sure that you kill off one of these creatures, huh? What's he doing? Oh, he's looking at the top 7. Oh, you really trying to dig. Yeah. Well, I ain't so much worried about what you're getting ready to do because I'm going to do something too. Don't know what he's got up his sleeve, but okay. He's going to have to get rid of some cards anyway. I figure he's going to try to equip this creature with that blade, which is fine. And right now he's completely tapped out, except for a couple of creatures, and he's not going to sacrifice the one legendary creature that he's trying to put his enchantment on. So I'm not so much worried about that right now, but he needs to worry about it. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not stupid. I'm gonna kill him, and then I'm gonna put him right behind it. Eh, we'll leave it like that. That way that whole legendary creature shit that you're trying to pull won't fucking matter to me. Let's see. Okay. I just need a decent card. Can I just get something that's gonna really just help me out here? Can I? Can I get another Seeker? Is that possible? I could have thought I had at least 3 of him in my deck. I don't know. I got kind of happy again. Oh, you've got to be, you've got to be shitting me. Are you really shitting me? I give up. I gotta figure out the tuning of this deck because something's missing. There's something missing, and I just need to figure out what it is. There is something missing. Or maybe I should have just waited and just took the blows. But that's why I knew that that wasn't going to really happen. Oh, surprisingly enough, I probably could have if I would have just waited.
Would you like to see what's left of
So,
Spain?
for future reference, sometimes it might be
Magnificent
better to do
restoration
the
was
math.
upon us.
Oh, that really did hold him back. I'm not really caring that he's doing all of this because it's like, more than likely, he's probably betting or wondering if I'm just going to go and hit escape and concede and, yeah, my hand sucks right now, so it's like there's nothing that I really care, so it is what it is. He's got this. Like if he doesn't just attack, it's really just pointless. All he has to do, thank you, just kill me, get it over with. You know, it was a good game. So at least I still end the night in gold tier 3. We're in a gold tier 3, which isn't that bad, you know. But I do want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Thank you to everyone who has taken the time to view this stream, whether it was live or via a post playback on YouTube, Twitch, or even Mixer. Thank you again. I really do appreciate it. And to those who have donated, thank you so much. Because all the donations go towards just in-game purchases and things like that to kind of give back to the community for what they want to see. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll go over to the new intermission screen and give it a time to kind of give people a chance to get accustomed to some of the new scenes that we're going to be introducing. Another scene that I will be introducing also very soon will hopefully be a multi-cam screen so that we can all kind of discuss uh, going over what we feel like happened with certain plays that we did. Also, it would allow for us to use Discord so that we can start playing the direct challenges and then going to a camera mode and actually being able to view the other individuals and discuss what it is and how we felt about the match and where we think we could have been made improvements and stuff. So I hope everyone enjoys herself. Have a good evening, morning, and afternoon.